Inspired by the islands, today I'm going to create a fresh fish kakoda dish. I was recently in Fiji cooking with a chef there, and so I'm taking a little bit of inspiration, putting my twist on it, and today making it out of gorgeous New Zealand saltwater fish. So for the fish kakoda, we're going to char some vegetables, red peppers, tomatoes, and some beautiful chili too. So we're going to go straight on the charcoal, and the idea is to simply pretty much burn it, but not too much. So these should just not take too long to blister up, and then we're going to cut it in and it's going to go through our dish. We're going to add a little bit of wood to give it a little bit of extra smoky flavour. Oh yeah, she's smoky, she's smoky. Lance loves smoke. Ooh, it's hot, it's very hot. And that is all we need. This recipe uses beautiful limes, coconut cream. You could use coconut milk, but I think cream's even better. We've charred red peppers, tomatoes, chilies, and some coriander. We're going to pop in a little bit of red onion, a little bit of green onion, and some seasoning. Thinly slice the spring onions. So spring onions can be quite sharp, quite almost spicy, so it's another flavor profile we want through there, but we don't want too much of it. So we now got red onion and spring onions. What I like about the red onions, it gives it really a nice little crunch in there, so we want some texture through it as well. Very, very fine dice. Now this is in the bowl, we're going to quickly pickle it a little bit just to take that harshness out of the onion. We're going to stab this like this, roll it. So we're going to squeeze the lime juice, maybe give it a squash first, and that will just help it on its way. So I'm going to peel a little bit of the black burntness off, and you're going to be left with a sweet, really flavoursome red pepper. Now, I'm just going to run my knife all the way along. We're going to cut it into nice little strips. And with the onions, in a sense, we're kind of like making a salsa. Now we've got the tomatoes. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to peel it, get all that skin off. You really want a super sharp knife to be able to cut these. The fun part, the chilies. Now, I don't actually know how hot they're going to be, so we're going to keep them to the side, and then we're going to add them as we need it. The chili's got the seeds in, and it's got the charcoal on the outside. I actually quite like the idea of that, so I'm going to keep it all in. And there's quite a lot of pips in there. Now we've got the coriander. I like to use these are like baby stems, so we're going to use that onto the fish. So we're going to lay down a wet cloth, so when we put the chopping board on it, it doesn't move around. We have a nice, white, clean chopping board that I only use for fish. That way we've got no cross-contamination. We have this beautiful, fresh snapper that we're going to be using today. So we want some nice bite-sized fish. This has been skinned, pre-boned, and I'm just going to cut it through there. So we've got all the snapper that's been done, and I've realised that I need some more fish. So I have this gorgeous piece of grouper. It'd be really interesting to see if you can actually taste the flavour difference between them. Oh wow, you see that? It's gorgeous flesh. So now we're at the fun part. This is where we assemble it together. Thick coconut cream. And look, I think maybe one tin might be enough actually. So we're going to give it a nice mix around. In with the rest of the ingredients. Wow, look at those vibrant colours. And with lime zest, this raw fish is now going to start marinating together from the humble lime. We're going to need a huge amount of acidity. We're going to use my favourite smoked salt. Making this dish really brings me back to Fiji. One of the most incredible things I had the entire trip that I remember the most was the salt that was on the table, and it had this incredible amount of flavor that I've never tasted before. So before this goes into the fridge to rest and to cook a little bit more from the acidity, I just need to taste it. It definitely needs more lime juice, more salt, and then after at the end, I'm going to try it again and just finish the balance. And fresh spoon, go in again. It's pretty damn good, but it ain't great. What does it need? You're right. So I've run out of limes. Next best thing, lemon. Here we go. I think that should be enough. Give it another fold through. So this would be the time that you'd add your chili, but because I'm not just the only person eating it today and there's someone that doesn't handle any chili, then I'm gonna leave it out, but I would suggest to put it in and then marinate it. Up and in. But I quite like that everything's uniformly cut and the fish are in slightly different sizes. It's going to give great texture to the dish. Okay, so in with my one, we're going to have some nice chili. We're going to cover them. It's going to go in the fridge for maybe 40 minutes. It's been in the fridge for a half an hour. I just couldn't wait. And before I finish it, I just want to add just a few little fine bits of coriander just to help dress it, and then nicely place it on there. Now I'm going to try it. Moment of truth. You'll be absolutely amazed how soft and tender that fish is. Got that chili with a super nice spicy notes, but not too much. The coconut cream, the spring onions really help. I wish you could try this. Try it again, one more time. Yeah. Really working on the seasoning, the acidity in this dish is key. You have to nail this, and if you don't, you just won't get those magical flavors. This is a labor of love, but it's so simple. You get it right and this will wow anybody. Again, thanks for coming along. Make sure you subscribe and follow Dinner by Lance. Until the next video, ciao.